Again, it is the rich people who do not want Tinubu's government to succeed, not the opposition again, or not the oppositions again. Every now and then, they're always looking for whom to blame. Now, the rich, some rich people in Nigeria don't want Tinubu to succeed. Tinubu is facing a serious battle to revive the ailing economy, and he is opposed to how a few rich people control the resources meant for many. This group of people are powerful, influential, and ready to sabotage government policies in order for them to remain in their usual business. Who are the people? Is it the ones that we saw that he made, or what? Are part of his economic team? All these capitalists. But the current government has warned that it's not going to be business as usual. At the recent launch of the Red Line in Lagos, Tinubu revealed how corruption is fighting back and how fuel subsidy beneficiaries are also battling him. They are battling you and you are paying subsidy, and there's nothing like a removal of fuel subsidy in the first place, and you are still lying. He told them point blank that he will wrestle them to the ground and defeat them. These rich and powerful people are those who have made stupendous money from foreign exchange and fuel subsidy deals. Since the first day of Tinubu in office, he has been turning out one policy or the other in order to revive the bad economy he inherited from the past government, and has also embarked on the total reformation of Nigeria to be very effective. Somebody who is nepotistic, somebody who is playing tribal whatever, is the one that wants to arrange this country. Somebody who does not have integrity. You took your children to Qatar, and in the order of hierarchy, when they lined up, they wanted to greet the host. Your children were the first set of people. Is that how it's been done? Are they part of officials? You told us that they are on private visits, but they were part of the delegates for official job. And you are coming to tell us that some people are trying to sabotage. You are sabotaging the country itself, and you expect people not to sabotage your own efforts, because all the efforts we know that you are trying to put up is just for your gain. And this man is strategizing his children, believe it or not. Let all those who do not have self-worth continue to praise him, churning out one policy or the other in order to revive the bad economy inherited from past governments. A few weeks back, the Vice President Kashim Shettima lamented that some unscrupulous elements are hell-bent on tarnishing the image of the country. They are also working to sabotage all their efforts. He said there are some few Nigerians who are desperate to make them look stupid. The VP pointed accusing fingers at smugglers and politicians as brains behind the attempts to put the nation backward. The VP disclosed that 45 trucks loaded with maize were intercepted while making their way to neighboring countries some weeks back. According to him, just 3 nights ago, 45 trucks of maize were caught being transported to neighboring countries. Just in that Ilela Axis, there are 32 illegal smuggling routes, and the moment those foodstuffs were intercepted, the price of maize came down by 10,000 naira. It came down from 60,000 naira to 50,000 naira. So there are forces that are hell-bent on undermining our nation. But this is the time for us to collapse into a singular entity. So since that time, why has food not the prices of food not dropped? He said we have to make the country work. We have to move beyond policies. We are now in the face of governance. Forces are hell-bent on plunging this country into a state of anarchy. Those who could not get to power through the ballot box, instead of them to wait till 2027, are so desperate. It lamented. The Tinubu administration has warned those who are ready to listen that it is not going to be business as usual. When I say this English, they laughed to the speaker. He said the president means business and the reform is beginning to hit more and more Nigerians. For the first time, some sets of powerful people are beginning to revolt against the government, especially some traditional leaders from the north. A few weeks back, Aminu Ado Bayero, Emir of Kano, told Oluremi Tinubu, the first lady, to tell President Bola Tinubu that the hardship in the country has reached alarming proportions. He said the First Lady is best placed to relate her findings about the hunger, insecurity, and concerns of the people to the president. Although we have several means of communicating to the governments on our needs and requests, your way and means are the surest way to tell the president the actual happenings in the country, he said. The hunger and starvation, though didn't even start with this government, but the situation has become more alarming and need urgent attention. The issue of insecurity is another serious problem we are facing. I know your government inherited it, but something more seriously should be done to address the situation. He also raised concerns about or over the relocation of the Central Bank of Nigeria and Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria offices to Lagos, adding that Nigerians need to know the reasons behind the decision. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Another set of people who don't want this government to succeed are currency speculators. This set of people don't want the naira to gain value for reason best known to them. But the Nigeria's federal government has warned, fumed that ongoing policy initiatives to sanitize the monetary system was facing fierce resistance from saboteurs, speculators, and other unscrupulous players within and outside the country, whom he alleged were reaping from dysfunction and opacity. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, made the allegation on the fierce resistance the monetary system was facing in a statement. Also, a few weeks back, the Special Advisor on Economic and Affairs in the Office of the Vice President, Tokpe Faswa, reaffirmed that while the current policies of the government may have brought about hardship, they would ultimately pave way for future growth. The question I've been asking, why is this the policies not affecting the so-called politicians and the so-called appointees of the government? It has to be the people that will bear the brunt. Idris stressed that relevant regulatory and security agencies had been placed on the red alert to ensure that malpractices capable of undermining the naira were averted and that those engaged in such acts were brought to book, adding that the federal government would not allow its efforts to be jeopardized. Sadly, as with any effort to reform the sanity and sanitize the system entrenched in long-term malpractice, the CBN's efforts have been met with ferocious resistance from speculators and other unscrupulous players within and outside our country who profit from dysfunction and opacity. We will not continue to the lie. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.